Hey, if you want to change your IQ, if you want to improve your intelligence, you need to do these two things regularly. Number one, you need to read nonfiction books. And number two, you need to engage and participate in physical exercise. Now listen, I know you don't want to read. I get it. Most people never read another meaningful book after they finish their formal education. And I know you don't want to work out. I get that too, because our gyms have plenty of room in them, right? But hear me out. You know, I used to think people that were bookworms, that read a lot, were smarter, and they were, but I used to think they were smarter because of the knowledge that they read. But that's not what science is finding out. Science is finding out when you read nonfiction works, what do I mean? I mean how-to books like how to lose weight, how to plan a vacation, how to start a business, or books like biographies on Winston Churchill, or Diana Ross, or Abraham Lincoln, about famous people, learning what they do, learning how they do it. When we read things like that, our brains have to work. And what our brains have to do to retain that knowledge is they have to build new synapses, and in effect, they build new brain cells, about 1,500 to 3,000 brain cells a day, depending on how much you're using your mind. So over time, you do increase your intelligence by reading nonfiction works. You also gain a bunch of knowledge too. Another benefit is that when the brain is active like that, it releases a chemical called serotonin. And if you remember from fifth grade health class, serotonin is the feel-good chemical of the brain. Now let's talk about physical exercise. I never understood this. I never made the connection, but when we exercise physically and we vary it, our brains work just like they do when they're reading. They have to build synapses, and they have to build new brain cells, and they have to secrete serotonin. You know, you've heard of a runner's high, and for decades that has been blamed on the physical body's production of adrenaline, and I'm sure that still goes along with it, but what they're finding out now is that the brain, when you exercise physically and exert yourself, it increases serotonin. How many times have you not been having a good day, not been feeling good, kind of down in the dumps, and you get outside and you clean out the car, or you mow the lawn, or you do something physical and you feel better? And it's because the brain is creating serotonin. One more quick note about this. My father was diagnosed with Parkinson's recently, and the doctor prescribed two things. He gave him a prescription to produce those chemicals in the brain that we're talking about here. And the second thing he prescribed him is physical exercise. And the combination of those two things should retard and slow down the progress of that disease. It's kind of interesting. Hey, like and subscribe to this channel. Please leave a comment. I check all my comments, and have an awesome rest of the day.